Maxwell Chikumbutso, a name whispered among tech enthusiasts and dismissed by skeptics, is poised to become a household name. Hailing from Zimbabwe, Chikumbutso is an inventor who challenges conventional wisdom. He dares to dream of a world unshackled from fossil fuels. His vision? A future powered by self-sustaining energy technologies. Chikumbutso's journey began with a thirst for knowledge and a drive to solve real-world problems. He didn't have access to state-of-the-art laboratories or billion-dollar research grants. What he possessed was something far more powerful, an unwavering belief in his vision. Driven by this belief, he embarked on a path that would lead him to challenge the very foundations of modern energy production. His story is one of perseverance, ingenuity, and the audacity to challenge the status quo. In a world grappling with the urgent need for sustainable energy solutions, Chikumbutso emerges as a beacon of hope. He embodies the spirit of innovation, reminding us that groundbreaking ideas can come from the most unexpected of places. Chikumbutso's inventions read like something out of a science fiction novel, yet they are very real. His work centers around harnessing energy from sources often dismissed as unconventional or even impossible. Among his most notable creations is a self-powered electric car that runs without the need for external charging. Then there's the self-sustaining generator, a device that seems to defy the laws of physics by producing electricity without any external fuel source. These inventions, if validated and mass-produced, have the potential to revolutionize transportation and energy generation as we know it. Imagine a world where cars never need to stop at a gas station, and homes are powered by generators that run perpetually without consuming any fuel. Chikumbutso's vision extends beyond individual inventions. He aims to create a holistic ecosystem of self-sustaining technologies. This includes off-grid energy solutions designed to empower communities and provide access to electricity in remote areas. His work is driven by a deep sense of social responsibility, a desire to use his inventions to uplift communities and bridge the gap between the energy-rich and the energy-poor. The implications of Chikumbutso's technologies on the current energy landscape are nothing short of seismic. The global energy sector, dominated by fossil fuels and centralized power grids, is ripe for disruption. Chikumbutso's inventions, if widely adopted, could dismantle this entrenched system, shifting the balance of power and creating a more equitable and sustainable energy future. Imagine a world where energy is no longer a scarce commodity controlled by a select few, but is abundantly available to all. This is the promise that Chikumbutso's technologies hold, a future where energy independence is within reach for individuals, communities, and entire nations. The economic implications are equally profound. The shift away from fossil fuels would disrupt global markets and create new industries centered around self-sustaining energy technologies. This disruption, while ultimately beneficial, will inevitably be met with resistance from those who benefit from the existing energy paradigm. The transition to a new energy future will require a fundamental shift in thinking, a willingness to embrace new technologies and abandon outdated models that no longer serve our best interests. Chikumbutso's journey is not without its detractors. Skepticism and disbelief are common reactions to any radical innovation, especially one that challenges deeply held beliefs and threatens established industries. History is replete with examples of visionary thinkers who were initially met with resistance, their ideas dismissed as outlandish or even impossible. Take, for instance, Galileo Galilei, who challenged the geocentric model of the universe and faced persecution for his heliocentric views. Or Ignaz Semmelweis, a Hungarian physician who advocated for hand-washing to prevent the spread of disease, only to be ridiculed and ostracized by the medical community of his time. These pioneers of science and medicine dared to challenge the prevailing dogma and were met with fierce opposition. Their stories serve as a stark reminder that progress is often driven by those who dare to question the status quo, even in the face of adversity. Chikumbutso, in his own right, is writing a similar chapter in the annals of history, challenging the world to reconsider its relationship with energy and embrace a more sustainable future. It is noteworthy that the reception to Chikumbutso's innovations has been mixed, with a stark contrast between the West and other parts of the world. While Western media and scientific institutions have largely met his claims with skepticism, countries in Africa and Asia have shown a greater willingness to engage with his work and explore its potential. This disparity highlights a broader trend in the global innovation landscape, where ideas originating from the global south often face an uphill battle for recognition and acceptance. This is not to say that skepticism is unwarranted, as rigorous scientific scrutiny is essential for any new technology. However, the dismissive attitude often exhibited towards innovations from certain parts of the world underscores the need for a more inclusive and equitable approach to evaluating and supporting technological advancements regardless of their origin. The path forward for Chikumbutso and his inventions is fraught with challenges. Skepticism within the scientific community, fueled by a lack of peer-reviewed studies and independent verification, remains a significant hurdle. The onus is on Chikumbutso and his team to provide the necessary evidence to substantiate their claims and convince the world of the validity of their technologies. This involves subjecting their inventions to rigorous testing by independent experts, publishing their findings in reputable scientific journals, and engaging in open and transparent dialogue with the scientific community. Transparency is key to building trust and overcoming skepticism. Chikumbutso's willingness to open his doors to independent scrutiny will be crucial in gaining wider acceptance for his work. Despite the challenges, the potential benefits of Chikumbutso's technologies are too significant to ignore. In a world grappling with the existential threats of climate change and resource depletion, the promise of clean, sustainable, and abundant energy is a beacon of hope. Imagine a future where developing nations are no longer held back by energy poverty, where communities can thrive without reliance on fossil fuels, and where the destructive cycle of energy dependence is broken. This is the future that Chikumbutso's inventions offer. A future where technology is harnessed not for profit or power, but for the betterment of humanity and the planet. It is a future worth fighting for, a future that demands our attention, our support, and our willingness to embrace the unknown. The implications of Chikumbutso's work extend far beyond the realm of technology. His inventions have the potential to empower individuals, communities, and entire nations, shifting the balance of power and creating a more equitable world. Imagine a world where access to energy is no longer a privilege but a right, where developing countries are no longer beholden to energy-rich nations, and where the benefits of technological advancement are shared by all. This is the transformative power of Chikumbutso's vision, a vision of energy abundance that has the potential to reshape the geopolitical landscape and usher in an era of unprecedented human progress. It is a vision that challenges us to rethink our relationship with energy, to move beyond the limitations of scarcity and embrace the possibilities of abundance. The story of Maxwell Chikumbutso is a call to action, a reminder that we all have a role to play in shaping the future. It is a call to support disruptive innovation, to challenge the status quo, and to embrace new ideas that have the potential to make the world a better place. It is time for the scientific community to engage with Chikumbutso's work with an open mind, to conduct rigorous and independent testing, and to determine the validity of his claims. It is time for governments and investors to recognize the potential of his technologies and provide the support needed to bring them to market. And it is time for all of us to embrace the spirit of curiosity, to question the world around us, and to never stop exploring the possibilities that lie ahead.